Another Wednesday. Let's get it popping. Every Wednesday, me and my man Sean Prez, we do an Instagram live thing. So without further ado, tell a friend to tell a friend. We are now live. We are going live. We are ready to go. Waiting on my man Sean Prez to come in the room so we can get started. Have a good time. Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. You know what the vibes are. We always get it popping. Chapin, what up? Chapin, you did a good job today, bro. Let me get Charles. Let me get Sean in the room. Where is Sean Prez? All right. Prez, where you at, bro? There you go.
Rich.
Yo, what up? What up?
What up, kid?
Ain't shit. What's good?
It's good. Yo, Rich, you looking sharp. You got the new hairdo. You got your fresh cut. When you get a cut today?
Shout out to my man Chapin. Shout out to my man Chapin. He got me right today.
Nah, you're looking good. You're looking refreshed, man. Good job.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, did you do the intro?
Yeah, I did the intro, but I mean, you could go ahead, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna stop asking you that, and I'm gonna just do it every week. But for everybody, hopefully this is not your first time with us, but if it is, Rich Dollaz, Sean Prez, we are the Boys Club. Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. It's Rich and I. We have very honest, very in-depth, very raw relationship conversation coming from the mind of a man. So if you are in a relationship, or if you want to be in a relationship and you don't understand why your man moves the way he moves, why he thinks the way he thinks, we have the conversations that men have amongst themselves that typically women are not privy to. So if it's your first time here, welcome to the Boys Club. And do me a favor, please, if you love the Boys Club, tag 10 of your friends right now. Let them know we're on, and it's going to be another great episode tonight. So, with that being said, Rich Dollaz, what up? What up?
What's good? I'm ready.
Okay, Rich. What'd you say?
I'm ready.
You know, I wanted to ask you something last week, and it's a very, very simple question. But I want to get your thoughts on it. When it comes to dating in 2023, from a man's perspective, or even a people's perspective, man, woman, no matter how you look at it, is marriage even the goal anymore? Like once upon a time, people dated with intention. I want to find a future wife. I want to find somebody that I can love, they can love me, and hopefully one day we ride off into the sunset, get the house, the picket fence, the whole nine. Is marriage even the goal? Is long-term relationships even the goal anymore? And think about that before you answer.
Nah, I know the answer to that. I think about it all the time. When we were growing up, you married, you got with a girl, or you had a girlfriend with intentions of being married. Not anymore. Not anymore. I can say that easily. It's not even a question. It's not even anything that you have to really give a thought to. You could just look at the numbers. The numbers, people are getting divorced at an all-time high rate. Number two, people are so selfish nowadays. People are so into themselves and maintaining life separate from one another that people don't even know how to intermingle anymore. They don't even know how to put things together. Like they don't even know how to put everything in one place and share. This world has become a place where everybody's so out for themselves that it's scary for people to even put money together. People are like,
And I listen to these gurus, bro, and I guess because we do this podcast every week, I get a shitload of gurus. Like if I go to Explore page, it used to be booty models. Now it's all fucking. Relationship niggas, right? So I've seen them, and they be like, "Yo, if you want to have a successful marriage, you have a bank account, she has a bank account, and y'all have a bank account together." Like that ain't what this shit is about. That ain't what this has never been about. But people are literally getting married and not going. People are getting married in terms of walking down the aisle with pastor, going through the nuptials, but never ever going to the courthouse because they don't ever want the government to be involved, in which case they don't have to separate money if things go bad. So it's almost like, how can you say you want to be married, or how can you say that in this time and place that people want to be married if in fact you're doing things to protect yourself against being married? And that's not to say everybody doesn't want to be married. I'm sure there's some people who have old school values and want to be married and want to come home to somebody and want to have one pot and everybody lives in there and you raise your children and all that. But success rate, the fact that people are selfish, the fact that this generation doesn't know how to share, and the fact that people are so worried about protecting what they've already gotten. People are so like prenups, like people are so worried about protection of what you came in with that what is your real mentality? Like what's the real mentality right now? You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that nobody wants to get married today, but that's to say that there used to be a time when this thought process didn't exist unless you were like some billionaire guy, right? And you just had to protect your assets because like you are a fucking target. But now this is basic, everyday, fundamental. I work at the post office and you have an online business and motherfuckers is treating this shit like we two billionaires. Like it ain't used to be like that, Sean.
Quick question for you before I chime in. Is this men, in your opinion, or is it the same mentality for women? They coming in with the same thought process. Marriage is not the goal for me anymore.
I think it's everybody. I think it's men and women. I think it's people who have something to protect. Obviously, if you have nothing to protect, then you have no fucking horse in this race, no dog in this fight. If you have nothing to protect. But if you're a woman and you've worked hard, and you have an online business and your online business is thriving and you're doing what you're doing, you're fearful to lose your shit. And if you're a man and you got a big job and you got money coming in and you're doing your thing, both of them are fearful. People today are fearful. And I think it has a lot to do with the success rate and the fact that everything is publicized and you watch every day. You can go on the internet and see somebody who's living a nightmare by virtue of they have been married. They're living a nightmare and you can literally scroll your page hoping to see some fancy cars or some fancy houses and bump into this nigga who's in court losing it all. Or this woman who's losing it all. Like you can literally, and it's like public knowledge and everybody sees it. So how could you not be fearful of that if in fact you have something to lose?
You know, this is an interesting conversation because we speak to women every week. We get women calling in and yo, I can't find a good man. You know, all dudes want to do is smash, all of this, right? And it really just got me thinking, like, maybe that's really what it is nobody wants long-term commitment. Forget the nuptials, forget going to the courthouse. That's so far off for me. I don't even want a long-term relationship. Like marriage ain't the goal, but a long-term relationship ain't the goal. And I don't know, Rich. I thought about it. I really did. I thought I gave it thought because I wanted to open the show up and I wanted to pick your brain on this. Because if that ain't the goal, then what is? Like, what's the point of it all at this point, right? Like if you ain't trying to find the one, what's the point? At some point, you gotta get tired of the game. You gotta get tired. I mean, the game is the game. Like waking up, new woman, getting to know somebody, going through that whole process. Finally, I smash, and then it's rinse and repeat. Like at some point, that gotta get up. Like if marriage is not the goal anymore, then what is? Like, I'm just confused, and I really don't have the answer here. I would just want to pick your brain because I'm like, yo, I'm lost with it. It feels like people are not dating with intent anymore. They're
Correct.
not dating with people used to come into situations with a real intent. I don't know that that's the case anymore, and I could be wrong.
You're not wrong. I think that people are so concerned with their bag. People are so concerned, like you said, it's rinse, repeat, it's the same process. Listen, at the end of the day, there are definitely some people out there who want to be married. There are definitely some people who still believe in the nuptials. There are some people out there who still believe in the union. So with that being said, this isn't a 100% thing. But when you and I were growing up, you aspired to do your thing for some years, but grow the fuck up at some point, right? Have a family and be a soccer dad and do all of those things. But I'm beginning to feel like those people are the minority now. This is what we say every week. So people who are hitting us like, oh my God, y'all are wrong, y'all are wrong. There was a time when those people who wanted to grow up, get married, raise families was a majority. Now those people are the minority. And that's what we're speaking of. People are so selfish. This generation has almost come up like a bunch of, they're so selfish into themselves, and if they lack communication and they lack problem solving, because nobody solves problems anymore, because everybody is with their phones. Like, yo, I love my son. My son is, my son is my heart. That nigga is a straight, I'm sure he has his friends, but Taylor is 100% content with being alone. As long as he got his phone and YouTube and he can scroll and do what he do online, he don't even need to, I literally spent the whole 2 weeks with him in Florida, and other than the times that we literally was forced to hang out and we hung out with one another, that nigga would sit up there, we could watch a whole basketball game and he would never look up and never say a word. That's what the people are today. That's who they are today. So it's easy for them to grow old and move on and not ever understand how to fix problems and be with somebody and live in the same quarters and communicate and all of these things. All of these things are what's hindering the people from actually being able to have relationships. And then if you add the fact that every time you turn on the TV, every time you turn on the internet, every time you scroll through your Instagram, you're watching somebody get bamboozled and fucked out of hundreds of millions of dollars, then now you're fearful. So not only are you fearful, but it's like, it's just a different day. And the people don't think the same as the way we thought. I tell you all the time on this show, by virtue of me not being with anybody and having that specific person in my life right now that I live with, that I'm married to or whatever, I absolutely could see myself getting old and not finding anybody. Because every day that passes by,
would you be comfortable with that?
I would be comfortable with that, because every day that passes by is another day that I resolved myself to the fact that this could be it. And every day that passes by, I get a little bit more nervous. See, if I should technically be where you're at in terms of relationship and all that time, just by virtue of age, right? But I'm not. So now I can put myself back into the area of people that are younger than me, because we're still playing in the same sandbox, essentially.
Yep.
I understand being a single, being a man that's not married and that's not having his wife live with him and all of that. I understand the dilemma. I understand what's going on. I understand all the issues that people are dealing with today, because I'm essentially playing in that sandbox. So yes, every day that goes by, I could be a 40-year-old, 39-year-old, 35-year-old. I could be that person, because I can see myself not trusting, being fearful that this shit ends, and fucking around and having to give somebody everything that I've worked hard for.
Okay. So let's say people who don't have it like you, right? Ain't got nothing to give. Niggas still working to pay, you know, they're making ends meet, they're working to pay the rent. It's no massive fortune to lose. You think it's still the same mentality?
It's the same, yeah, because it's, I guess if two people don't have anything, the trick to this whole world that we live in now is that everybody is prepared for war in times of peace. So everybody's always thinking about what the other one doesn't have that I have, and how I could be subject to having to get fucked over if this doesn't go right. Nobody thinks, like, this is the sad part of relationships. And in short, this is probably the easiest way to explain this thing away. Nobody these days thinks that relationships are going to last forever. Nobody thinks that anymore. People think that there is a fucking time stamp on relationships, and at some point, these shits will go away. You will break up. That's why, and nobody can tell me otherwise. That's why people save everything, the shit that you have in your phone, the argument, the way these niggas talked to you 10 years ago. And I'm not talking about celebrity shit. I'm talking about regular people. So everything is relative. Nobody thinks that it lasts forever anymore. So when you go into relationships, you go into that relationship thinking that there's a timestamp on this relationship, and that it will eventually one day be over, and that I need to be prepared when that day comes. So therefore, you've been 1 foot in and 1 foot out since you even got into this thing. Now, how can anything, and that's to take away the lack of communication that the kids have today. You couple that, that's a recipe made in fucking hell. You have no communication skills. You have no problem solving skills. You have no fortitude to want to stick things out. Because when things get tough, motherfuckers skip town, they dip. So you have those things going on. And then in the back of your mind, you don't think that this shit is going to work long term forever anyway. So you're always 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you add the other things that I just named. Motherfucker, how does a relationship even stand the test of time today? It's almost an impossible thing. And people will say it isn't. But if you look at the facts, the divorce rate is highest that it has ever been in the history of this fucking union. Black women are getting married at an all-time low. Those are facts. This is not us on the boys club having back and forth conversation. Those are facts. Please, if you don't believe, look them up. Relationships, all-time high divorce rate. Black women, all-time high single rate. Going into their 40s and 50s, still single. There's a reason for that, my friend. There's a reason for that. And it has to do with all the things that I just said. They don't communicate. They don't problem solve. They don't have fortitude to want to stick it in and get it. And then the last and probably the most important is you're always looking for a way out, even before the shit gets hard. Niggas don't know what getting hard is. Times are hard. Niggas don't even know what times are hard is. They don't even know no more. And then with the internet, you do so much things off emotion that you can't even come back from. You publicize things so much through the internet that you put it out there that you can't even come back from it because you've already involved your friends. And once again, I will go back to this. I am not speaking about celebrities. I'm not speaking about people with 100 million followers or 1 million followers or a couple 100,000 followers. I'm talking about day-to-day people. You post something on your internet. I don't give a fuck if you have 200 followers. 150 of those are your friends. So now you're putting your relationship business amongst your friends. So now you're making it everybody's business. And it's hard for you to go back to somebody who you already put out there what this nigga did to you. So instead of working on things internally, you get emotional and it's on Facebook. You get emotional and it's on social media. So now everybody's looking at it. And this is what I told people the problem with love and hip hop and things like that were. For me in my life, is that there were problems that you could probably work out on your own if nobody knew about them. But the moment it hits the TV screen and everybody's in your business, it's hard to come back from that because now you're coming back from something with the world looking at you and you look like a sucker. The same thing, smaller level. You put things out to the internet with all your friends and your sisters and your brothers and your cousins and your fucking friends from the hood, and everybody sees that shorty fucked somebody. You love her, but you can't get back with her now because you already put her on blast and the whole world knows she fucked the mailman. So now how you go and you look at your friends in the face knowing that they know that your girl fucked the mailman? Now they're looking at you a certain kind of way and you can't deal with that. That's what the world is today. That's what everything that's going on today. Now, with everything that I just told you, please tell me how anybody could think that a motherfucker has a puncher's chance in hell to stay in this union or at least maintain for the you know the duration, the death do us part, sickness and in health.
You know, I mean, you raise a lot of valid points. But it's a little different than the original question I asked. But I guess you answered that too, and you just took it a step further. But you know, I was just wondering, yo, is marriage even the goal anymore? It's as simple as that. When people come into a situation, is marriage like, are they dating with an end goal? Are they dating with an intention? Or is it I'm just hooking up? I'm in a situationship. I just got a friend. That's crazy.
You're in a situationship.
Okay. I want to run something by you because I want to get a couple of things out before this first hour passes us by. We all just went through the holiday season, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of get-togethers, different types of things like that. Is it a violation for a woman to introduce her ex as her friend? So if your girl, all of y'all are together, it's a get together. We all know everybody just came together for Thanksgiving. People was going to different houses. It was Christmas. It was New Year's. It was a hell of a lot of get-togethers. And I seen it with my own eyes where people who used to smash was in the same room, but they was in the room with their new significant other. But they was introducing the ex as my friend. If a woman put a man in that situation, is she just avoiding problems? Or is that a complete and total disrespect to the man she with?
Complete total disrespect, my nigga. complete and total disrespect. Don't have me in no rooms that I don't know the whole story. Don't have me in no rooms where, now, here we go. If we're in a room and I look at you across the room and you used to date Shorty that I'm with, it's Shorty's job to tell me. I'm not saying that she's supposed to say it in front of everybody because she doesn't know what your situation is. So as far as to respect you and what you got going on with your new girl, she can keep it a secret to y'all. She don't have to come and be like, oh, hey, everybody, I'm Jewel and that's Sean and we used to mess around. No, that's not what you got to do. That's because now I got to respect what you're doing and whether you want to tell your significant other the truth. But what you need to do is pull me to the side and be like, oh, yeah, babe, just to eliminate any kind of, you know, discomfort or weirdness that could happen later on. I used to date Sean. 5 years ago, we used to date, and we, you know, obviously it's nothing now. He has a new girlfriend, but we still are able to be amicable and be in the same place. So it's obviously a testament to the fact that we adults and we grown-ups. So we can actually be in the same place. But I don't want you feeling no kind of way because, you know, there's something that you should know. It is fucking disrespectful to have me in a room with a nigga you used to get bent over by, and you don't feel the fucking common courtesy to be like, oh, by the way, this is somebody I used to deal with. Nigga, that's common courtesy. There's a thing called lying by omission. To lie by omission means that you leave shit out to enhance the movement, the opportunity, or the situation. So if you're lying by omission because you want it to be a comfortable night, all you're doing is lying because it will come out future. And now I got to look back and I got to think to myself, why wouldn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? Are you niggas still fucking around? Is there some kind of secret going on? Why was it so that you could not feel like you could tell me that you dated somebody previous to me? I don't have no ownership papers on you. Apparently, if we in the same circle, you knew this nigga before me. I can't tell you who you date, who you didn't date. I don't count your bodies. But for me now, I got to look at you sideways and be like, yo, so you felt that it was not important for you to give me that heads up? So I'm sitting here talking to this nigga, and meanwhile, this nigga looking at me in my face, thinking to himself, I wonder if I should tell this nigga how good that head is. I wonder if this nigga, you know, no, dead ass. You know, Sean, you know niggas do that. You know niggas do that. Niggas would be like, in their mind, they'd be like, I wonder if this nigga know I used to beat the bench shorty over in the fucking, in the rooftop of the W Hotel. Like, no, nigga, you tell me that. You tell me that. Don't have me sitting nowhere looking crazy or looking ignorant to people who the whole room knows some shit but me. Nah, bro, that's whack. That's corny and that's whack. And if you do that shit to me, I gotta let you go because now I can't trust you. Now I gotta think that there's a reason why you didn't tell me. There's a reason that you didn't say something. You hiding something? Y'all niggas still texting? Y'all niggas still fucking around? I mean, what was it? Because if the shit is over and it's genuinely over, then, yo, yeah, I used to mess with him back in the day. It's over. I love you. Here, hold my hand. Let's walk in here. And I'm going to let that nigga know that I told you. I'm going to let him know that you know. Yo, did you know you told your man about me and you? I sure did. You told your girl about me and you? I sure did. Because we don't do secrets. We don't do secrets. So therefore, there's nothing that's going to happen in this room that is not going to come out later and make her or him look at me like as if, damn, bitch, you left me out there like that. Or damn, nigga, you just left me out there like that. The whole room know that y'all used to fuck except for me. Like, well, how highly do you think of me? That I'm the one that's getting left in the dark. And I'm supposed to be, well, I ain't want to make it weird. Bitch, it's weird now. It's much more weird now.
Yo, it's crazy because you first and foremost, Rich, what happened to your light?
Man, it's fucking. So I got this battery thing right here, right? That I patched the battery thing, but I think it's on his last leg, man. I've been charging it all day and it wouldn't keep a charge. So this light went out and that light is broke. So now, long story short, I'm back to Target tomorrow to get me a new fucking tripod, which will be like the 30th tripod I bought since we started this podcast.
Okay. Nah, Rich, you said everything I would have wanted to say. You know, sometimes you find yourself in awkward situations. We get it. I just told you. You know, I went to a few get-togethers over the holidays myself. Sometimes it's not the optimal time, the optimal situation, but coming from a man's standpoint, ladies, if you're listening, I know it's always about I want to keep the peace. That was in my past. You know, I don't want no problems. It ain't like nothing's going on. I ain't like, to me, this nigga's like a brother to me. I don't even see him like that no more. All of that, I understand. But that dude you with, any real man, I can't talk for I mean, some of these dudes, it's a new type of dude out there, but any real man will have a serious problem. Now, the thing is, when do you tell him? But any real man will have a serious problem mingling, laughing, joking, drinking, standing side by side, even if he's not in conversation with old boy. But you had me standing 2 feet away from this nigga, 5 feet away from this nigga, and everybody, because in your head, all you can think of is everybody knew. Even if nobody knew. In your head, you got me standing in this same, and everybody knew that, and immediately it's what you said. You go to the worst case scenario. You thinking what he used to do to you in the bedroom. You not thinking of, yo, you know, I'm with my new girl for a reason because she a good chick, this, that, and the third. All that go out the window in a man's head. All he thinking is what y'all did in the bedroom based on what him and you and he are doing in the bedroom. And it is, you know, introducing your ex as a friend, it's the biggest violation in the game, number one. Number two, if you find yourself in a situation that, yo, it just happened that fast, like what I'm gonna do, introduce it, you better almost immediately find the right time to break that news. But the one thing that you do not do ever is have your new man and your ex somehow intermingling. I don't know if they talking over a drink, they watching a game on the TV, it's a festive occasion, and they sitting at the same table eating. You better pull that nigga in the bathroom. You better do something and say, yo, understand, I didn't know such and such was gonna be here, but this is somebody I used to deal with. But letting your new man, and here's the deal, Rich, because you know, I can sympathize. It's situations out there where a person is caught off guard, like, yo, I didn't know such and such was gonna be here. I'm on the spot, right, just like you on the spot. I ain't, you know, introduce him as my ex. I'm trying to keep the peace. But it is to your best benefit to take care of that very, very fast, because any real man will be out after that situation. And you won't even understand why. Like, yo, I ain't know such and such was gonna be. You didn't tell me? And I was sitting at the table with this dude, this, that, and the third. A dude will literally break up with you behind that. A dude's ego won't even let him continue in the relationship, which is the crazy part. And you will be sitting there like, yo, I didn't do nothing. You ain't telling me. And I'm not even saying it's right, but I can tell you what's wrong. Don't introduce your ex as your friend. Nah, that's the wrong way to go.
The optics of it just are fucked up, bro. It's the optics of it. You just looking like it just don't feel right, man. Like, I don't care what you say to me. Like, I don't give a fuck if the niggas and you, oh shit. No, pull me to the bathroom immediately. Yo, come here for a second, babe. Oh, I forgot my keys in the car. Oh, can you walk out with me real quick? Yo, Playboy, old boy in there, I ain't know the nigga was gonna be here. But I used to fuck with him. If you want to leave, we leave. I don't want it to be uncomfortable for you. It's a respect factor. But if you don't give me that, if you don't show me that respect, my nigga, a man has no other alternative, like you said, but to jump to conclusions. Why didn't you tell me? And lo and behold, the shit come out on some kind of weird drinking game or over a fucking dinner where he's like, remember when you used to go to the store with me and I used to bring, oh my God, you brought this pie over here? Oh, we used to love that pie. Nigga, what? You used to love what pie? What the fuck are y'all talking about right now? Nah, don't put no nigga in that position. Don't do that to nobody. That's not right, bro. That's not right. Don't do that to nobody.
Nah, you know, even
same
as I
respect
think
that
about it, yeah, it's the same respect a woman. You know, even as I'm thinking about it, because I'm putting it on male ego, which is real, right? And I'm not saying male ego is right. I'm just saying it's real. It exists. But when you presenting it, when you do that false introduction, this my friend, you take away choice, right? You take away your man's like if he choose to stay after that, that's on him. Like meaning your new man. If he chooses to stay in that environment, it's on him. If he chooses to leave and you say, yo, I can't leave. This is my family's event. That's on him. But when you take away that choice, it is, I don't know how else to put it. It is emasculating. It is
definitely that.
It is 100% emasculating. And it's deceptive. It's deceitful. And what it does is it moves into other parts of your relationship, because now if your man do choose to stay with you, he's looking at you funny style. He's looking at you side-eye with every single other thing. Because you didn't tell me this. And the nigga, and here's the deal, you lose respect for your girl. Like you look, yo, you put me in that situation? Like I don't even respect, like that is such a emasculating situation to put a man in. And I'm sure it's the same vice versa, but we speak from a man's point of view. But ladies, if you find yourself in that situation, I humbly tell your man, pull him to the bathroom, absolutely, take him out to the car, do whatever you got to do, but put him up on game. What'd you say?
Nah, I'm just looking at the question. Somebody just said, Sean, what if it's an ex-husband? So if it's an ex-husband, I
got something for that too. I got something for that too. But go ahead. What's your thoughts on that?
If it's an ex-husband?
Yeah, well, introduce him. That's my ex-husband.
Oh, then, well, first of all, if we're in a committed relationship and I'm here visiting your family, bitch, I should know that you had a husband and who that nigga was.
Well, I'm assuming you would know. I'm assuming.
But okay, well, that changes everything. If I know and it's your ex-husband, and for whatever reason he's cool with your family or whatever, the bottom line is this: I have the relationship. I have the options. I have the options. My ex-husband's gonna be there. He's cool with all my cousins. If you don't want to come, you don't have to come. But this is my family function, and I have to go. So therefore, you have the option. So when you walk in, you know everything. Nobody's hiding nothing from you. Everybody's able to be like, yo, and as a real man, you walk up to that nigga and you be like, what's up? What's up, my dude? Pleasure to meet you, man. That's it. Not no, I understand y'all used to fuck, none of that. Just, what's up, my man? Pleasure to meet you, brother. In other words, nigga, I know, we good. Let's have a good time.
Okay,
If
got
you
a
have
question
kids with you,
for you.
go ahead.
I got a question for you, right? Because again, just staying on the same topic because it's a good topic, especially with all of the get-togethers that just happened over last holiday season. I don't know who asked about the ex-husband, but I want to stay there for a second. What's your thoughts on this, Rich? Let's say legit, your current wife has an ex-husband and they have a child or children together, right? So there's a family get-together. You come with your wife knowing her ex-husband's gonna be in the building because obviously they got children together and it's all a family get-together, not a problem. Do you take issue even if your wife is the cook? Your wife, she's the cook. She's got kids. The kids, do you take issue if she's serving her ex-nigga? She cooked the food, but now it's time to serve people. You knew her ex was gonna be there. If you look over and your wife is serving her ex-man, are you looking at this chick crazy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ain't no playmaking.
Hold on. I want you to think about that, Rich. I want you to think about it. You know she was.
First of all, let me keep it a buck.
Yeah.
I was raised where my mama might make me a plate, but ain't no other woman in that house making me no plate anyway. So I ain't never been to know, like, I don't even know how I would feel about that. I know how I would feel about it, but I don't even know that that's something that I would ever know how to address, because when I'm at Thanksgiving or Christmas dinners, food ready, make your plate. Your girl might make your plate. Your man might make your plate. If you all are sitting in the living room watching football and the plates are being made and y'all are eating separately and grace has been said and everything like that, then so be it. But you literally rationing out, talking about, I know how much you like mashed potatoes, I'm gonna give you a little. Get you lost your motherfucking mind. I wish you would make this nigga a plate in here. I'll throw this shit all, I'll turn this motherfucker on, nobody eat. What the fuck is you talking about? You making niggas plates. Oh, I know how you like ham hock, baby. I'm gonna put a little bit extra on the side. I will bust you in your motherfucking shit with this whole plate of fucking mashed potatoes. I wish you would do some disrespectful shit like make this nigga plate. I wouldn't give a fuck if you made 50 niggas in the house a plate and 51 was up there looking like, where mine at? Nigga, those days are over. Those days are over. Those days are over. Now, to help yourself not have to deal with that situation, if you know it could get uncomfortable, why are you making all these niggas plates anyway? You are with me, I am with you. We are responsible for one another. This, the only plate making is going to be us making each other plates. Now, if these niggas is leaving and everybody wants them to go,
say she cooked. She cooked the food. Her daughter, her son, whoever. She was in the kitchen. Like she don't get a pass. She don't get a pass if she cooked the food.
No. You got hands? Make your own plate. Ain't no fucking sauce. Ain't no hospitality. There's no. Don't make no. I don't want you making your cousin a plate. I don't want you making your brother a plate. Damn sure don't want you making some your ex a plate. No, no, no. And he should understand that. And he shouldn't even want you to make him a plate. Out of respect for me, he should be like, I got my own plate. I don't even want that drama. I'm going to keep you from fucking up. Let me help you not fuck this new relationship up. Bitch, put the fucking pots and pans down. I will make my own shit, because if I was that nigga, I would lose my mind. So let me help you not have this nigga lose his mind. Bitch, I will make my own plate. I'm not even gonna let you get yourself in trouble by trying to be courteous to me. No, no. And it's not about insecurities. It's about common courtesy. It's about common respect. It's about a man being a man. It's about the no emasculation. It's about making me feel like, come on, you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. Come on now, bro. Nah.
Okay, so just for clarity, before I say what I'm gonna say, if your new wife, and I'm gonna call her your wife, I'm gonna go that far,
Okay.
has children with her ex-husband, and the whole family get together, and she slaved over that stove all day, and it's time to eat, Rich Dollaz will turn that place upside down if you see her serve that ex-nigga.
All right. Let me rephrase this. Are we doing the prison serving line, or are we doing some motherfucking up close and personal serving line? If we doing the prison serving line, passing plates down, then I
don't know what you were talking about.
Sitting there rationing out mashed potatoes, I don't have no problem with that. If this was a whole serve, but if she's like, you want more? How much? Oh, I know how you love him. No. I'm turning this bitch upside down. Yes. Nobody eats. McDonald's for everybody. Yes. Now, if there's 50 people in a line and y'all are just moving on to the next one like you at fucking Cracker Barrel or something, then I'm okay with that. Like, cause I'm not gonna have you not feed the nigga like, oh, nah, you can't get no mashed potatoes until we're not gonna go that far. But on some like one-on-one, I got him, I got his plate type shit, you don't lost your motherfucking mind. Lost your motherfucking mind.
Yo, Rich, I'm dying, bro. I'm dying. All right.
So go ahead and tell me different.
Nah, man. I mean, here's the deal, right? It's a ton of blended families out there. We know. We're not talking about a nigga who used to smash, a nigga you used to date. We talking about a nigga who put a ring on it. And somebody who you gave a kid. So if I walked in the house with my new wife, no, better yet, if my new wife is the family cook, and she just happened to have her ex-husband there who she shared kids with, and it's a family affair, and when it's time to eat, she's serving like she would do every single person in that room. If Sean Prez is sitting in the corner of the room watching the game, and I look up and I see her making this nigga a plate, I'm going ballistic. Like, she gonna get a look from the depths of hell, knowing that when we leave, it might not even be when we leave here, but when we leave here, I am tearing you a new one. Like, that is such a violation. So I couldn't agree with you more, Rich.
Okay.
I don't care what. I don't care what the situation look like. Real talk. If you are legit the cook of the family, I don't care if you make everybody in that place a plate. You ain't making that nigga a plate. You violated. If you and it might be nothing. Y'all might have been broke up for 15 years. You got grown kids, but you ain't making that nigga a plate. Where's his wife? Where's his girl? Y'all got kids together. Let his kids make his plate. And then I'm mad. This is me, but I think I speak for most men. I'm mad that you would even think that it's okay to make this nigga a plate. I'm mad that it wouldn't even cross your mind that when you was finished asking everybody, do you like the food? Did you eat? You need this? You need more of that? That when you got to him, it didn't dawn on you, uh-oh, let me call his daughter to make his plate. Let me call his wife. Or let me not do nothing at all. Everybody in this place got a plate, and I know this nigga starving, but I'm going to go sit by my man. He'll figure it out later. He can come up here and get his own. But that is the biggest violation on the planet. And I'm telling you, if I look up, I'm watching the game. I'm watching TV, and I look up, or I'm eating. And I look up and you asking this nigga, do he want more greens? Oh, I just lost my appetite, and it's about to be a problem. I'm gonna let you know that we got a problem subtly, but you gonna know we got a major problem. Oh, yo, how do you even feel? Matter of fact, it looks like you got something to say. Say what you say, and then I got another question before we open the phone lines up.
I'm gonna hit it with the old school Sean Prez. Are you fucking serious right now? That's one. Two, nigga, if I come out the bathroom and see you serving food and this nigga got a plate, I'm casually gonna walk over to that nigga and say, who made that? And if that nigga point at you, I'm knocking that motherfucker, nigga, knocking that shit out of his motherfucking hand. Next move yours, nigga. How dare you?
Oh my God.
That's how I fucking feel.
Hey, yo, Rich, I got a question. I got a question for you. Same scenario. If you heard this nigga come back over to your girl talking about, oh my God, I love them greens. I remember when you used to make them greens for me. I can't believe you made these ribs. You know, baby girl told me you don't even make ribs no more. I wasn't expecting ribs tonight. I can't believe you made. Is there anything that your new woman can tell you to make you believe that she did not intentionally make them ribs and them greens because she know that nigga, that's what she used to cook for him? Or will you give her a pass like, yo, she just made her specialty and it just happened to be something that he liked?
All right. I'm going to give her the pass.
Hold on. We're going to open up phone lines right after this. We're coming up on the 1 hour mark. If you're trying to join the conversation, now's the time to hit the plus button below. That alerts us that you want to be part of tonight's conversation. We have some basic rules for anybody who's trying to get in on the conversation. Number one, you must be in a well-lit place. Number two, you must be willing to show yourself. So if you are not you got rollers in your hair, you're not in a position where you want to get on camera, we do not speak to empty screens. Number three, you must be in a place with a great Wi-Fi or cellular signal. And lastly, it's good. We don't mind you sharing your thoughts on our conversation if that's what you choose to do, but you must have a question. We use this time to really answer relationship questions from people who do need help. So, or they do need insight from a man's point of view. Hit the plus button now, but back to you, Rich.
All right. The plus button at the bottom inside the camera, please hit that. We'll let you in the conversation shortly. But if my girl is cooking and everybody loves her collard greens or her ribs, I will give her the pass. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is her specialty that everybody loves. He's one of the people in this house that happens to love her specialty. I'm not telling you if this nigga there, the whole family got to be deprived of your amazing collard greens because this nigga likes your collard greens. I'm not that petty. Well, I am that petty, but I won't be that petty in this situation. But honestly, yo, my man, you trying to disrespect me right now, bro? Why are you complimenting my bitch in her motherfucking collard greens, bro? In my presence. No, in my presence.
Oh, so he can't even compliment on how good them collard greens is.
Yo, my man, what are you saying right now, bro? Why? Nigga, if you like the collard greens, you should still be here. What the fuck are we doing right now? I'm dead serious. Bro, what are you doing right now? Bro, what are you doing right now? You trying to piss me off, nigga? Like there's some disrespect there. Like this disrespectful. And what I'm gonna go a step further. His girl should be looking at him like, bitch, what? Nigga, you stupid? Fuck is you doing? Well, my collard greens is trash, nigga. My ribs ain't good, nigga. You better compliment that fucking egg salad. The shit that I brought to this place. How dare you disrespect me in my presence and tell my motherfucking girl how good her food is? But bigger than that, how dare you disrespect your woman where she actually probably brought something and not compliment her? Oh, baby. No, nigga, you compliment who you with unless we family. If we ain't family, nigga, don't compliment mine. She know her shit good. Hey, motherfucker, I'm like, you know how your father used to tell you, if I can't afford it, you don't want it, you don't need it? Bitch, if I don't compliment you, you don't need no compliments. I turn in this bitch. Ain't no motherfucking compliment in mine, nigga. Don't compliment mine. I don't give a fuck if she got the most savory ribs that fall off the fucking bone. Nigga, eat them. Do what you do. But don't look up and wink. Don't look up and, my God, I don't want none of that shit. I don't want none of that shit.
Hold on. What? If he look up and say what?
Yo, my God. Oh, my God. Nigga, I'm looking at your plate like, what's my God, God? What we about to right now? Nigga, we about to die my bitch's egg salad. But no, you not my God and my bitch's ribs. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Don't be disrespectful, my nigga. Don't be disrespectful. Eat your fucking egg salad and shut the fuck up, nigga.
Yo, so if a nigga look up after biting into that rib and talk about my God.
I'm so petty,
Rich
nigga. I'm
got
watching this nigga eat. I'm so petty. I'm watching this nigga eat. I don't even want to see eye contact made. Nigga, put your face down and eat like you in fucking jail, nigga. Don't look up at my bitch and wink. Don't look up and wave a bone in the air. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. What did your bitch make? Nigga,
okay.
Them dry ass biscuits.
So if a nigga start reminiscing, even if it's innocent, about
it ain't no innocent reminiscing, first of all.
So
it ain't nothing innocent about complimenting my bitches.
Remember the time you made banana pudding and cornbread with them ribs. Rich Dollaz is going over the edge. I'm like if
losing it, nigga. We tearing this bitch up. And then I'm gonna try to fuck your girl. Now we both mad. So now we have something in common. Now me and your bitch got something in common, and we both mad. I'm gonna be like that beer commercial, nigga. How dare, nigga? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yeah,
we're not doing that.
No, so I'm gonna tell you.
And if you do, nigga, she better act like she ain't hear you. There better not be no acknowledgement. Yo, these ribs are delicious. She better have a look on her face like, I know this nigga just didn't compliment my ribs. She better be looking like that. She better be like, why would this nigga compliment my ribs? Nigga, are you stupid? I got my nigga with me. Why would you ever compliment my ribs? She better do it because if she do it, then I don't have to. Nigga, what did your bitch make? Don't compliment my shit. What did your bitch bring? Bitch, what did you bring? That's how I feel, Sean. That's how I feel.
Yo, I can't even come behind that. You killed the game just now. But the one thing I will say, if any of y'all find yourself in that situation, male or female, please don't reminisce. Like the reminisce. It's one thing to see yo chick serving her ex, which is a complete violation. But if you or her start that reminisce crap, like, yeah, I don't care what y'all reminiscing on. I don't care if y'all, please, that is the one, like that is so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful. I would just say, yo, Rich, you hit the nail on the head. There's nothing I can say, but we'll leave it there. Don't do that reminisce crap.
Do not.
And definitely don't talk about, you know, I forgot how good your cooking is, and, you know, my God, I ain't taste no food like this since you. All that reminiscing, you gonna get that woman beat to death.
Let's just do this. How many times have we watched a movie, Soul Food or any kind of movie? Nigga, that is the ultimate sign of disrespect. Nigga, come over,
really
calling your bitch Coca-Cola. Like, what, nigga, what? Like,
no,
this is
no, Rich, and you can't stick, like, you eat, and the food tastes so good, you start looking off into the, even if you don't say nothing, you start looking off into the, like, just looking into the great beyond, like, thinking she was a tomcat. Like, my God, I forgot how good this woman cooked and how good she was. You can't even give the impression. You know how you eat food sometimes and it just tastes so good, your eyes close and you drift off for a second? Don't even do that. That's such a, like that's so wrong to do.
That's the
especially with the new man sitting there.
You know the under the table tap. What the fuck is this nigga doing? My nigga, what's wrong with you? You good over there? Oh, nah, my nigga, niggas, you good over there? Yeah, this egg salad delicious. Okay, nigga, that's what I thought. Compliment your bitch and shit. Don't even look into don't even look into the world at my bitch shit. No, we're not doing that. Don't be disrespectful, homeboy.
No, but I go one better. Let your girl drift off and give that he was a tomcat look. You catch her. Let's say he the nigga who good on the grill, and he made the ribs. He put his special barbecue sauce and all that. Been out back all day, waiting and getting that charcoal just right, smoking them ribs. Bring it in, and she starts chewing and look off into the sunset, talking about, not even talking, just chewing with her eyes closed with that, I remember these ribs. He was a tomcat. If you turn and see your girl doing that, yo, open the phone lines, man. Open the phones up, Rich. You got me dying tonight.
Bitch, what's so motherfucking good? These nasty ass motherfucking ribs. What the fuck is so motherfucking tasty about these ribs, bitch? Nah.
So this nigga walking around with a kiss the chef. When he walking around with an apron that say kiss the chef.
I look at that motherfucker. I wish you would. I wish you fucking would. I wish you would. Esby, where you at? Esby been in the comments like a motherfucker tonight. Where's Esby at? Let's get it started.
Oh my God.
Let's get it
This is
started.
hilarious.
Sorry, you will wait till I get to my destination to open up the phone line. Sorry, y'all.
Get to your destination and call back.
Okay.
Esby, where are you
All right.
going?
I'm in the city.
You going to dinner and a movie?
In Harlem.
Oh, all right.
Call us back.
I will.
Oh my goodness.
Love Jones. Love Jones. So if y'all want to get into the conversation, please hit the plus button at the bottom in the camera while we get Love Jones situated.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm in the bedroom trying to straighten up. Hey, Mom, Happy New Year.
New Year.
Don't act all dry with me. Damn, we've been doing this for a year. The hell with y'all. So listen, I wanted to chime in, right? Because first of all, I agree with you, Rich. Rich, you was a little rough with it. But ain't nobody fixing my man a plate. I'm not, first of all, bitch, you shouldn't even be here. Let's start there. You shouldn't be here. And I honestly feel like the only person I'm responsible for is mine. Everybody else on their own. So I agree with you on that. But I have a question.
Okay.
Let me go over here. Let me close the door.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So my question is, at what point should a man delete numbers in his phone?
Ooh, good question.
It's a good question. It's a great question. Rich, you got that?
Go ahead.
Or you
You can go first. Unless you want me to go first.
I feel like I need to drink.
I got to think about it, Rich. Go ahead.
Okay. So that's a good question. Okay.
It's an excellent question.
At what point should a man delete numbers from his phone? Okay. Based on the conversation that we've had thus far tonight, a dude and a girl.
No, we're going to base it on maturity. We're going to base it on maturity. We're going to base it on being in a relationship for years. This is not my issue. Let's start there. But at what point, if you're in a relationship, I know after I went in the bathroom, right? God, I'm not a good liar.
You don't want the nigga to hear you ask a question, but this ain't your issue. But okay, go ahead.
Well, he can chime in. You know, he can listen to you guys. He knows I'm jumping on. But no, seriously, at what point do you feel, as mature men, if you're in a relationship, should you delete numbers out of your phone? Honestly, seriously, what do you guys think?
Okay, I'm gonna give you two answers. The first answer is, based on the conversation we've been having tonight, niggas probably not deleting phone numbers from his phone. Niggas probably not deleting phone numbers from his phone. Just being honest with you, I have a 2023 conception that people are not doing that. Now, if there is interaction, then I think you have something to worry about. If people are still texting you, if they're texting you and you don't know. But quite frankly, me deleting her number don't really mean anything if she's still texting me. Me deleting the number is just to appease you. Because if she's still texting me and I'm looking at a thread of conversation and I know who it is, then it really is, that's really where the disrespect comes. The disrespect comes from communication.
Or a lack thereof.
Well, lack thereof
or
to
lack
you.
thereof.
Lack thereof to you, but communication with the person who you don't want, who you no longer want to be in that phone. So my thing is this: if I got a phone number, if I got a phone and I have exes in my phone and we didn't fall out or we didn't beef and we didn't have a bad breakup or anything like that, I don't think I should have to delete their phone numbers from my phone. Now,
God, that
that
must
said,
be a
I
universal
think
thing with men.
I think it's disrespectful to you for me to continue to communicate with these women if I'm in a relationship.
Oh no, right. No, I trust mine. I don't think that there is any communication. Matter of fact, I know that there isn't any, but we had this conversation and I was just curious because he doesn't delete stuff, right? He's like, babe, I have, I transfer numbers from, and I think men do that because he's not the first man that has told me that. Like, you get a new phone, you transfer numbers. That's not far-fetched. I'm just curious that at what point does a man say, hey, well, I ain't fucking with Kim no more. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. I was just curious of what you guys thought.
Sean?
It's not a universal answer to this question. And what I mean by that is I think men and women, we view relationships very different.
Okay.
And we view our exes very different than women view our exes. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of dudes, like Rich said, you could have had a relationship with a woman, and I say this on the show all the time, like, you almost forget that you had a intimate relationship with them. It is in your head that's just somebody I know. Like, I don't even look at her that way, this, that, and the third, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't have a bad falling out with this person, from a man's standpoint, he don't look at it. I mean, he really don't. He don't look at it disrespectfully.
I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah, he don't look at it disrespectful by still having these numbers in his phone, even if he never plans to use them again. And it's just like your man told you, like, yo, I transfer numbers over. Like, I'm not thinking about.
Yo, I don't give him room to do anything. You don't have to. You get everything you need right here. What you need? You want us to switch up? You want a Becky? I can give you that. I got wigs. I can do that for you, Daddy. It's not a problem. We don't have to do that. I'm just curious because I know that he's not the only man that has. Why are you looking like that, Rich?
I'm listening.
I mean, I'm sure that he's not the only man that has ex's numbers, and I'm sure there's nothing going on. I was just curious to get another perspective. That's all.
Yeah, I would say, here's what I would say, real talk. If this is causing major problems in your relationship.
The only problem I have in my relationship, I don't get it.
Hold your thought for a second. If it's causing, because I'm answering this broad. I'm not talking to you per se. If it's causing major problems in your relationship, and you and your woman have real timing, I ain't been dating you for 3 months. It ain't like we've been together for 6 months.
Right.
I don't know if we gonna be together for the next 6 months. If you got real timing with this man, and this is still a point of contention between y'all, then the dude is gonna, have to make a decision. And most mature men would really look at it and say, yo, you know what? I don't even want nothing to do with this chick no more. So me deleting this number, who gives a crap? But I think that mature men or not, you gotta have real time in with your new lady. You do. A woman just can't come into your life and because we've been together for 3-4 months, start making those types of demands. And that has nothing to do with the fact that I may never speak to any of those women again. It has more to do with, I just don't know if me and you gonna be together for the next 4 or 5 months. So no, I'm not like you overreaching. Has this been a problem? Are you just upset just because these people exist? Like, I don't know. So to win, I think that it has a lot to do with time invested in the relationship, meaning how much time do y'all really have together? And is this really a point of contention between y'all that from the man's point of view is like, yo, is it really even worth it for me? Like I'm never gonna deal with these chicks again. I don't talk to them, so who gives a crap? But that's just my
I can respect that. I can respect that. I was just curious, but you know, I'm not worried. I was just
Yes, you
curious.
are.
I don't talk.
You-
I'm sorry?
You know what I've come to learn?
What is that?
That somebody who keeps saying, I'm not worried, is worried.
No, I'm not. I was like, it was really on my brain. You know, I wanted to ask the question, but I'm not concerned because at the end of the day, I mean, it's been 5 years almost we've been together. I was just curious because I think sometimes men say things that's convenient, right? People say things that's convenient. So I just wanted to get another perspective. That's all.
I don't think you should worry about him having old numbers in the phone. Now, what you should be worried about is if you pick up the phone and Joseph sound like Josephine. Now that's the bullshit.
Nigga,
That's
you
the
so
bullshit.
disrespectful.
Because that's what.
No.
No, honestly, if you was to try to enforce a nigga getting rid of numbers, and you're a woman, so you know it when this is the trick that's made by women to put Richie under Rashana, so you still know it's me when I call, but yet when he see Rashana calling, he like, oh, your girl Rashana calling. Women created
I
it.
don't do that. I'm not a cheating woman, so I don't know anything about that.
Oh, you know.
You see, I just got caught in a whole lie, so you know I'm not a cheater. But anyway, before we jump off, can I PSA my business?
Please PSA your business.
Thank you. Well, ladies, I'm having a sale. Please go to my page on Facebook, which is Suki's Customs Units, SUKIES Customs Units, and I will give you 50% off. Just mention Richard Sean.
What's your business?
I
Sell it,
construct
girl.
wigs. I make wigs.
There you go.
Yes.
Sell it. You got the floor.
Oh, say less. So yes, I call her Sheena. This hair, ladies, doesn't shed at all. See, I know y'all can't see that. And if you have any issues with the hair, which you will not, I'll be more than happy to reimburse you full price. I stands on my product. Rich, you are so funny. Your facial expressions, like, I'm getting off now.
Take it off.
Bye, y'all.
I want to see the wig in your hand. Do like this.
It's in my office. I'm not walking across to my house. I have it on. I have one on.
All right.
Every time I called, I've had a wig on. Stop playing. They're flawless. But I appreciate you guys answering my questions, and I thank you guys, and I thank y'all for being respectful and loving.
Later.
Peace. Later, Sean.
Patricia A. Johnson. Patricia A. Johnson, I think. So if y'all want to get in the conversation, hit the plus button at the bottom. And if she's not coming in, Sean?
Nope.
Lala Searcy. Lala Searcy.
Nope.
Okay. Loretta Kelsey. Loretta Kelsey. Somebody said, Rich, I can't go live. I don't know. This must be Loretta. Loretta?
I can't see her on my side.
I can't see her either. Hello?
Loretta, call back in. Hit that plus button again.
Hold on, that was 2 people. I just messed up.
Who we got?
This is 2 people were in. I think I just messed up. I don't know how that happened. All right, somebody coming in?
No,
right.
not on this side.
So let me get rid of them. All right, so let me get rid of them. cancel this one. All right, go back down. J Self Care. Janelle Santana, I believe.
Okay, Rich. Yeah, she's on.
I'm good.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hold
Okay.
on.
I jumped in late.
Your name is Janelle.
Yes, my name is Janelle.
Where are you coming
I'm
in from?
a therapist. So, well, I'm from the South Bronx, but I'm in
Okay,
Orange County,
very
New
nice
York
to meet you.
now.
What part of the BX?
Marva Senior Section, 168
Oh, that's
in
my
Boston
area.
Road.
You in my old hood. All right.
Yes. Well, I'm not there anymore. You know, I ran for the hills. I ran upstate once I had
hear
a black
that.
boy. Okay. So this is what I wanted to say. We have so many children who don't understand the importance of family. So I'm coming from a different perspective. If you happen to go to an event and there is another party who has slept with your counterpart, you should be confident that you know what you have and also understand what they lost, right? Because they lost them, that's how you gain them. Be okay to be in settings, because what we're showing our children is that we could coexist. That may be your father, that may be your mother's ex-boyfriend, but we're showing that we could coexist. And if she makes the best daggone ribs, so what? Shoot, you got a girl that can throw down. Be confident in yourself. I think our defense mechanisms come up because of lack of self-confidence. So that's what I wanted to say. And, you know, I hope that it shed light. Nowadays, we got to stop this separation, because a lot of fathers run for the hills because of what us females do to them. And I have to say it. I'm not all women this, women that. Sometimes our behaviors make our men run. And because so many men have ran, our children is lacking that. So be willing to break bread with the father. Be willing to break bread with the boyfriend. And yes, you could go. I see you putting your hand up like
I
we
have
in
a question,
school. Go
teacher.
ahead.
I
Cindy.
believe that you are correct. I believe that you should be secure in yourself. I believe that you should be confident in yourself. I believe everything you said, that if one man's trash is another man's treasure, the reason you ain't here no more is the reason that I am here right now. I understand all of that. Now, with that being said, there is a certain amount of respect that goes along with you being upfront, honest, forthcoming. Oftentimes when people are insecure, it doesn't have to be because I was insecure and it's some sociological shit that happened to me when I was 15 years old. Insecurity comes from your actions and how you make me feel in that moment. So if we're in a room with somebody and you did not tell me that y'all used to mess around, that to me is a lie by omission. That will create an insecurity within me, because now my mind has to wonder, why wasn't I notified? Why wasn't I told? Why didn't you deem it to be important for me to be in this room on my game? Women oftentimes fail to realize that a man on his game probably don't care about the rest of them niggas. It's when you take him off his square that now he feels a way about the other niggas in the room. Not because, so
you are 100% correct.
Although I agree with you, I think women should also it's not about, oh, you insecure because he here. Well, I used to mess with him. What's your point? I used to mess with him. So now we defensive. But the reality is, no, you have to give me that respect So I'm on my game. Because if you told me, yo, a nigga that I used to mess with is here, I can still walk into that room and be on my game. I can still walk into that room and be secure and feel good about myself and be like, yo, I'm the new nigga, so what's good? It's when you don't tell me, or this nigga's over there making comments about your ribs, that's disrespectful to me.
Absolutely. You are 100% correct. But you know who you need to check? Your woman. And during these dating times, when we're dating these women, we need to tell them how we really feel. And it's really hard for our males to get vulnerable because those are conversations. Hey, you and this man share a daughter. It's obvious you and this man share a son. It's obvious we're going to be in spaces and places you also loves him, right? These are conversations you have to have. And these are conversations, to be honest, Rich, and ask yourself, do we have these conversations? I want to know when I walk in spaces that you're my woman and that I know everything before we walk in spaces, right? We always want to be alert when a hitter is behind us and when other things are behind us. But what about when it's just natural instincts or it's just a natural space that we're in because we got a cohabitat? I need to know. Even if you slept with 5 of these men, I love you for you, but you got to let a brother know that your 5 ex-boyfriends is going to be at this space. And it's up to you to say, hey, I want to indulge in this conversation, or I want to be in this space. Or you could say to your girl and their child, hey, I'm gonna step this one out. Y'all go and have fun, and trust that they're just gonna have fun. And if you can't trust that, that's a you problem, not a them problem. And a lot of us, and I have been guilty for this, we tend to point the finger outward. Yes, it's a you problem.
No, you
because
have
you have
tell
the
me.
issue. And it's a her problem because she a disrespectful ass. She disrespectful. But that's where you check her. It has nothing to do with him. That's a check your woman. Check your queen. Hey, you put me in a bad situation today. I didn't know that he was going to be there. Next time, I would appreciate that you tell me. And if you don't, this is going to be the consequence. Because a lot of us, we get in situations and girls they freeze like, I don't know to tell him. I'm going to just let it ride. And then we let things ride and then things escalate. Now you want to throw the ribs. Now we all eating McDonald's, which is not real food, right? Now we eating the processed food where we could have enjoyed the ribs and macaroni and cheese had she been up front. But I'm going to tell you, those are conversations. And if you guys are dating or anyone dated, sometimes you got to be up there and you have to have those conversations. So these 200 people that's listening to this live should go home and do what? Have the conversation so that a person can never say, I never knew. Because sometimes people are raised by roaches. I say that all the time. And because they raised by roaches, they don't know how to act. It's up to us to tell people how they're going to act and how they're going to treat us with respect and with dignity, and never, ever challenge your ego as a man. Because when you walk in that venue space, you are her king. That is your queen. The king and queen supposed to know what the right and the left hand is doing at all times. And because she crossed you, that's the issue.
You know, Rich, you got something before I go?
I just want to say, Janelle, if we ever walk into a room and there's 5 niggas that you used to mess with in the room, nigga, I am not your king. If we ever go anywhere with this 5 niggas in one place that you used to get busy with, nigga, that is a whole, we can have that conversation.
Well, I can guarantee you. I'm glad you said that. So please watch your background, and maybe you should ask a woman, how many men have you slept with? No, whoever you're with. Whoever you're with. Not in this room, ladies. Don't throw your styles.
I can't ask questions I don't want the answers to.
So then don't. then you need to be able. So there you go. And I don't want to turn this into a therapy session. Then if you don't want to ask questions you don't want the answer to, then you got to walk in that venue space, and that's just self-care. You got to walk in that venue space where she slept with 5 men because you don't want to know.
Go ahead, Sean.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I know where I'm
going to turn into something else. I can't let you go. I can't, because now if we go into a room, I don't want to. I shouldn't have to ask a woman when we walk into this, how many motherfuckers you slept with in there. She should be like, yo, there's a few dudes in there that I used to fuck with back in the day. Like, so my next question is, what the fuck is this? Is this a fucking hood convention or something? Like, how do you even know all these niggas? Because now I gotta think about you differently. So my point is, you ask questions and you expect the answer, but you don't ask questions that you don't want the answer to. But I would rather get bad information. Like my mother used to tell me, you can, whatever you do in school, come home and tell me, nigga. I get up for work at 7 o'clock. The teacher's gonna call this house at 8 o'clock. I need to know what you did before 8 o'clock. Don't mean you're not gonna get in trouble. It just means that fucking teacher is not gonna call me and say, Rich cut class or did this or did that, and I ain't gonna know about it. Absolutely. So at least I can put on a unified front for the world. As soon as I hang up this phone, I'm like, beat the shit out of you. But as long as that teacher is like, oh yeah, Miss Johnson, he told me that he cursed in class today and he got sent home and he got suspended, sent to the principal's office, whatever. That doesn't mean that shit is over. That doesn't mean that this conversation is over. It just means that I can now put on a unified front.
That's right.
And we will never give anybody the upper hand on us in our relationship, making us feel like now we wilding out inside of a Thanksgiving dinner or we bugging out. We can handle this one-on-one. These niggas might not ever see me again if you tell me you fuck 5 niggas in one Thanksgiving dinner, but they'll never know why we broke up.
And I exaggerated with the 5 just because you got to also think of like communities where people don't have transportation. So that their community is all they know, right? But you're gonna
two niggas in one dinner?
To what?
I can't accept you. I can't accept that.
Okay. No, I don't want you to. Oh, believe you me, I will not accept any of that. Listen, I get it. But you got to understand that if you find a dope girl who had a horrible past, she's dope now. She's dope now. Hey, imagine she went to therapy. She got herself together. She realized what she did was wrong. She know that she's not going to go down that route anymore. But she's dope now.
I'm gonna let Sean handle that.
People are allowed to change. Go ahead, Sean. People are allowed to change.
Nah, look. Here's the deal, right? When you first called in, I didn't know that you. I was wondering where you was going with in this conversation. It seems like you agree with us. The bottom line is this: we're just talking. It's not about even insecurity. Maybe some men are insecure, others are not. It really comes down to respect. If you walk into a room and your boys know some niggas is trying to line you up and they don't tell you, it's just respect. Like, don't put me in a situation where I'm the only person in the room that don't know. And that's all we're saying.
And I agree with you guys. You guys should always know. You should know with your kings, queens, what everybody's choice of walk of life, because they have the whole alphabet soup. Whatever that choice is, when you walk in with that individual, that human, you should know everything. And if your partner cannot tell you everything, Sean, who do you have to check?
Well, it always comes down to, and I don't think, and forgive me if we even gave the impression that we would be mad at the other dude. It always comes down to your partner. You're not sleeping with their ex. You're not in a relationship with their ex. Their ex don't owe you nothing. The only thing their ex owes you is respect. That's it. And vice versa. But if somehow or another you get jammed up, you get caught in a situation where you the only person that don't know, the only thing we were saying is, ladies, what
Be
find a
respectful.
way to let me know. So I'm not intermingling with somebody, because for any man, just like a woman, you don't want to be, it's one thing, you know, and I said this earlier, you take away choice. You really, really do. Choice, that's what it comes down to in this. Give me the choice to make an informed decision. If I can't make an informed decision because I don't have all the facts, and then even more so, you put me in a position where I look like Joe Meatball, because now I'm doing something that I wouldn't otherwise do if I had all of the information, i.e., I'm chatting with homeboy about the game, where maybe I wouldn't have said a word to him. I'd have kept my distance. He kept his distance, because we both know what we got in common. But now you put me in a situation that, like, you took that from me, and that's what I would be angry about. Don't put me in that position.
Me too.
So
I agree with you guys. You guys are really speaking facts. I wanted to get on here as the woman to say that you guys are talking facts. Let the men know. And if you are ashamed to let your man know, or you feeling apprehensive, then he don't need to be your man.
Janelle, we got to get you back on here. You said you a therapist?
Yes. I'm a social worker, a life coach, and a substance abuse recovery coach, and an author on my
Is
own
this your first
business.
time tuning in to
So
us?
I've heard you guys, but I'm sitting here. I'm back in school. So I was sitting here doing my homework, but I felt the need to get in because I'm personally and professionally sick and tired of the man bashing by us women.
You know,
And
we go ahead. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Because I'm coming from that space and bigging up my men and my women, that certain conversations need to be had, and this is one of them. Respect your king, or don't be with him. Let him go so that he could find his queen.
Well, you know, thanks for joining in. Thank you so much for joining in, and we love to have you back. I love your perspective, and I also love that you, what'd you say, 169 in Boston Road? Yeah,
8th in Boston Road.
That's the hood. That's the hood. I was around the corner. I was on Boston Road and definitely 168 Franklin. So we probably know all the same people.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Oh, they're still there. We know them all. The Chinese is all there. But I want to thank you guys really quick. Can I just, put a shameless plug in? Listen, guys, self-care is important. And you guys really, really need to focus on self so that you could care for others. And I hope you guys head over to Amazon or where books are sold and purchase my book. It's called The Hard Truths About Self-Care, because there's some things that you guys all need to hear about yourself, because we can't expect others to show up for us. So
make sure
thank
you
you
put
guys.
your book in the comments below.
I will. And thank you guys. We'll enjoy. I'm listening. Have a great
Thanks, Janelle.
evening.
See you later. Bye-bye. Great call.
Thank you.
Great caller.
Yeah, that
Thank you, Janelle. Yeah.
That was a good one. That was definitely a good one. All right, y'all got to excuse me, man. My phone is going dead, so I'm trying to charge it and everything. This damn whatchamacallit got me messed up tonight, Sean.
It's all good. Did you fix it? Did you fix the problem?
Yeah, I'm locked in now.
Okay, good.
We tried Lala Circe. Lala Circe.
Yeah.
And Janelle, put your book. I got everybody asking about the book, so go ahead and plug the book. Put it in the comments, and I'll pin it. Lala Circe. No, she didn't come in.
Nope.
All right. Let's do Anita Lawrence. Anita Lawrence. This nigga Chapin cut my mustache off, man. I look like a fucking weirdo right now. Anita Lawrence, is she coming in?
Not yet. Nope.
All right. Emma Howard. No, hold on. I'm gonna go with Miss Joy Williams. Miss Joy Williams. You can ask if I had a filter. What the fuck? I look like a grown man with a filter. No?
Nope.
So something's going on because it's saying when I accept them in, it's then asking me to invite them.
Okay. Hey, hold on, Rick.
Hey, fellas.
What's going on?
Sean,
What did you say?
Hey, Rich. You and your shady ass. You say shady.
Anita,
Y'all cut me off last Wednesday.
you was
I'm
drunk
not here for
last
y'all
Wednesday.
business. Okay.
You
Oh,
acting
wow.
like you wasn't on that sauce. Okay, how you doing tonight?
That's true.
Okay, good.
I'm all right, baby.
What's up?
Hey, Richie. Okay, I'm gonna be real quick. I am in that age that I know if a man really wants to be with you, he will know. You know what I mean? He makes it known that he really wants to spend time with you. He's really looking at you different than he's looked at somebody else. So I definitely have to give you guys big ups on that. You know, if a man really wants to be with you, and like I said, I'm older, so you guys know, he makes it evident. You know what I mean? So I think men are really simple. If it's just a hookup, you'll know. If it's something serious, you'll know. And I think it's all because of his actions.
So this is just. So, what are you talking about? No, I'm just,
Rich, don't start your shit with me. You know
no,
what?
no, 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 no,
You're
no,
in
no, no,
ass.
no, no, no,
No,
no.
no.
It's just,
It's
just the question. What are you talking about?
I'm saying that when you guys were talking earlier, because I've been listening, okay? And I think, Sean, you're so fucking shady.
Come on. I'm actually on your side because I think what you said just now is real. I was just waiting to talk.
I think your man
Okay,
will
so
let you
here's the
know.
deal. I don't know that you got a question, but I'm going to comment on what you just said. I'm going to make it quick. Rich,
All right, babe. And my hair is wet.
Rich and I speak about this quite often. Ladies, you know, this is not rocket science. If you
Absolutely.
want to know if a man is interested in you, okay, if you want to know what your man is interested in, how about that? Just look where he's spending all of his time. It's that simple.
Absolutely.
It comes down to time. Like if he's given all his time to video games or you know, sports or whatever, that's where his interest is. And conversely, if he's interested in you, that's where he's going to spend the majority of his time, especially when he's just getting to know you and wants to know you better. So a lot of women, we had somebody who had a question 2 weeks ago, and they were saying how, you know, a guy said he was interested in her, and you know, he said how attracted he was to her, and then he would go. And the short answer is he's full of crap. Like he wouldn't go if he was that attracted to you, he would literally be trying his damnness to be in communication, to be in your presence, to get to know you, to go from the friend zone to something more. So
Absolutely, Rich. I'm gonna tell you, as a woman, as an older woman, I have learned over these years that if a man really wants to be with you,
it's
he
that
will
simple.
see it. There's like men are very simple. There's no question about it. He will make time for you. He will make time for whatever you need, and he will be there. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. And I hate to make it seem like men are just that easy, but their thinking is so different than ours. You know what I mean? The women, we go into so many things. It's really not simple. If he's there, he wants you. If he's there, he wants to spend time with you. If he's there, you know, you're the
Is
one.
it that simple?
I'm gonna tell you something. Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead.
Is it that simple for women?
No, hell no, it ain't that simple for women. They
No,
already be on
no,
10.
not at
You can
all.
tell a woman that you think she attractive, and she already on 10. She in her mind, y'all
Absolutely.
dating or something. Like hell no, she 5 steps ahead. So
I'm with you on that, Sean. I'm with you on that. And only because I am in my 60s, I had to learn that. Like, if a man really wants to be with you,
well,
he's
I'm gonna
gonna
tell you
show
this.
up.
I'm gonna tell you this much before we
Plain
let you
and
go, Miss
simple.
Anita. When you ain't got that ripple in
baby.
your system, you make a hell of a lot of sense. Like you,
It's the truth.
I don't know.
It's the truth. But you know what, Sean, baby, you know I love you because you're so analytical, and I love you. Rich, why do you have that Smokey Robinson haircut? What is going on? You know I gotta get on your ass, and you know I love you.
You
But
Miss Anita.
was doing
no,
so
that's
good,
fine.
Anita.
No.
You was doing so damn
Miss
good.
Anita.
No.
I had this haircut for the
But
last
baby,
5 years.
you know
I'm
I
gonna
love you thick yourself.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know where you getting that ripple or that Dick Gregory from, but but you gonna lay off of that on Wednesday nights because you actually make some sense when you ain't on that Dick Gregory. All right, Anita. See you later, girl.
All right.
See you next week.
See y'all.
Bye.
Yo, my nigga, you said I need to be on that ripple.
You know she be on that.
You said I need to be on that ripple. Oh my God.
Nah, she be on that Thunderbird, that Ripple, that Dick Gregory. Nita ain't doing Henny or none of that stuff.
Oh my goodness. Emma Howard, I think.
Okay, who we got here?
Hello. All right. We're not even gonna play this game. I should have known that not to let nobody in the chat named Shorty Wild.
Nah, she might be good. You can never tell though.
Man,
Shorty Wop, hit us
come
back.
on.
You had a bad signal.
Quandala Denisha. Anita said, Smokey Robinson. This motherfucker got me fucked. No? Nobody coming in?
Nah.
Oh, okay. All right. So I think I did. You know what I did today? I think I might have messed up with Lorena. I did an update today, and now it seems like they added some kind of shit to this where I'm looking at people that's in the chat. Lorena. Okay, Lorena, what's up?
Hey guys,
What's going
Where
on?
you coming in from?
Chicago.
What up, Lorena from Chicago? We saying your name right?
You are actually the first couple people to say it right.
That's because we smart, Lorena.
Oh, I know. How y'all doing? Now
We good.
I've been
What's up,
watching
baby?
men, so I'm trying to figure out what's the topic because y'all always be having some juicy topics that I can relate to. So I'm sure I can relate to one that's for tonight.
You know we talk about 50 topics. I don't know.
What y'all talking about tonight?
So Lorena, you got in the chat and didn't even know what we was talking about tonight, huh?
I asked about it. I posted and said, "What's up?" I asked about it. Y'all ain't respond, but I knew I sent it. I ain't know I was gonna be right on here, but I'm ready. Come on, what's up? I got it.
You know how this go. You got to come in with a question. We not recapping for Lorena. If you got a question, we all is. If not, we gonna see you next week, Lorena from Chicago.
And I might be down in the y'all might not accept me no more. Okay, so I got some. Okay, so what about this?
All right.
What about I'm talking about me. Okay, what about you had a somebody you end up having kids bound because I got a set of twins and I got 3 kids. I got 1 set of twins and I got a baby girl. And what about once your kids start doing good, they not acknowledging them when you before they start doing good. They just like, oh, she crazy. But now since my kids doing good, now they trying to come back into their life. Okay. One of my daughters, she got a full ride scholarship to Howard University, right?
Lorena,
Congratulations.
It was just my birthday, Rich. I'm old enough to have some kids.
18?
I started looking. Huh?
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So, let me just not try to speak in third person because I can't do that shit for real. So, I had some kids by a nigga. And
that's usually how it happens.
Huh?
That's usually how it happens.
And we got into it. We fell on bad terms. He was telling like he liked it this shit though. He liked it the drama. He liked it all that, right? He was telling the girls where I lived at. Cause I'm wondering like we don't hang in the same circles. How's these girls knowing where I live at? He was the one telling them. Then once I really like buckled down and said, I'm not in this circus no more. I'm done. I'm not going back and forth no more. I left him alone. He left my kids alone. I settled. I said, okay, you could be a holiday daddy. That's beneath any woman should never tell a man they could be a holiday daddy. Birthdays, 4th of July, Christmas, school, that's a holiday daddy. He said, well, if you had sex with me, I'll take care of your kids. I said, well, nigga, these are kids, and I had sex with you, and we had these kids. So long story short, he went on and on, not taking care of my kids. So I put him on child support. Now, I'm against child support for women putting people on child support that really actually do things for their kids. But when you're not doing absolutely nothing and you steady telling me something like, oh, tell that nigga to do it, woo, 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 I'm finna put you on child support now because I just put him on there. Now I ain't got a dime, so that still don't work, ladies. That don't work because if they ain't gonna give you shit before, they ain't gonna give you shit when you put them on child support. Fast forward. My kids, now the grandmama knew about my kids, the auntie knew about my kids, and they always, because the son, the mama, her son, he told them like, F her, don't mess with her, I don't mess with her no more, y'all should mess with her. Now imagine, before that, my kids was going over their aunties' houses, they was going to see their grandmama, no problem when I was messing with them. So I felt like, when I stopped messing with him for real and he told them that, I felt like them as women, they should have never like asked my kids out like that because I never did nothing to them to the point where they needed to leave me alone. I could see if I was like disrespectful to the mama, the sister, cussing them out. I did that to him. Yeah, I did that. You can't tell me how to talk to him. He talked to me any kind of way. He used to beat me and everything. So you can't tell me how I can talk to him about our children. Now, It's moving forward.
You got to bring this home, though. You got to bring it home.
I'm bringing it home right now, moving forward. The granny, she got cancer. And so she was reaching out to my children. Now, me being me, my father died of cancer, you know what I'm saying? And he was the one that stepped up my kids' van. But I was trying to tell my kids, like, it's okay to talk to your grandmama. You know what I'm saying? She trying to make it right with you. And, you know, she want to, moving forward, she want to do right. And they was saying, like, Ma, I don't think it's right because I don't feel like because she going through that now she need to reach out to us. What about all the 19 years that we've been here and she ain't reached out to us at all? Maybe she trying to clear her conscience. So I was telling them, like, well, go ahead and just talk to her and tell her everything that y'all telling me about. And they just don't want to hear nothing about it now. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, what, because I want them to talk to their grandmama.
What is your question, girl? What's your question?
How could we move forward with that, with the grandmama disowning them way back then, but now trying to come back since she diagnosed with cancer for the second time?
Okay, Rich, you want this or you want me?
I want both of y'all.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I kind of get it. I kind of get it.
No.
I'm gonna let Sean.
I got
to
it.
get back off of Sean.
I got it. So you don't have to explain, okay? You said 19 years old. Is that the twins' age?
The twins are 21, but 19 years ago they was in their grandma's life. She was picking them up, coming to see them, all that. Then she stopped because the baby said, leave them alone. Okay.
Kids are 21. There's a third child. How old is he or she?
She is 19. She gonna be 19 in February. She 18 now.
Okay. Fair enough. Same father?
All of them got the same father.
Which means that obviously this is the same grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, first and foremost, congratulations on your children. I don't know if it's twins or one of the child, but going to Howard. So
full rap. Thank you.
Congratulations on that. So let me start there. But I don't think and Rich knows that this is a very, very sensitive topic for me when it comes to kids, anything about kids, because I always think they off limits. Now, you said you allowed your man to be a holiday dad.
The baby father.
We get it. Yep. You allowed your baby father to be a holiday dad. Probably was a mistake, but it is what it is. But I truly believe any man that breaks up with his ex and then disregards the kids, he was never man enough to be a father anyway. That is not something that any real man would do, because there's a lot of real men fighting and clawing and in family court and doing everything that they can do to see their children.
Right.
And they have these women who know that these kids are the key to their heart, and they doing everything they can to make it difficult for the man to be in their children's life. So I give you props, even if you, in your best interest, said, you know what, you can come around on holidays because I want you to see your kids. I applaud you for that. But it's him who's the problem. He is the problem. Now, with that being said, in relationship to the grandmother, if the grandmother divorced your children at the same, because you and her son didn't work out, and she never established a real relationship with them children, you can't. These are grown children. They're not even children. They're your children, but they're not children anymore. These are adults, 19 and 21 years old. You can encourage them and tell them what you think. Hey, go see your grandmother before she ain't here no more. But that woman made her choice. She divorced those kids. She divorced them. And if she did not put. See, here's the thing with children. Children, you can buy them what you want. You can come around and bring toys and buy them sneakers and all. They remember the time you put in. It don't matter if you dead broke, but you put that time in with them. That's what children remember. So if this woman at whatever age she is, now she's having an epiphany, or now she's coming face to face with her mortality, and she want to make things right across the board, almost like a 12-step program. Well, let me go and apologize to this and do that and do. You can't stand in the way of those kids if they don't want to see a woman who hasn't acknowledged them their whole life. These are they're your kids, but they are adults, and you have to respect them as such. So I hope that they find it in their heart to go see their grandmother, but if they don't, that is their choice, and it is not even right for you to try to force them to do so. You can tell, one last thing, you can tell them what you think because you're older, you're more experienced, you're wiser, but leave it there. Let them make the choice, just like she made the choice 19 years ago. But Rich, you can take it from there.
I'm gonna be short and sweet. I think Sean was right on point. As far as you and how you dealt with your baby father, kudos for that. Kudos for taking control of the situation and making it what it is. Now, when people grow old, or when people make decisions when they're younger, they have to stand on that. Like, I'm a firm believer that you need to stand on that. So if you made the decision that you didn't want to be a part of them kids' lives years ago, you got to stand on that. And now in your time of need, when you getting ready to go meet your maker and you got to figure out what's going on in your life, you got to stand on the decisions you made, because them kids feel away right now. And if they feel a way about you and they don't want to be around you because they know that you are just getting to that point in life where you're just trying to make right with everybody and feel good about it, then you really ain't doing it for them. You really doing it for yourself.
You.
And the kids understand that when you doing shit for yourself. So they looking at you like, yo, you really don't give a fuck about us. You really never gave a fuck about us. But now that you are on your way out, you want to make right with everybody and go out on a high note so you can feel good about where you headed. But the reality is, we don't need to be a part of that. We don't want to be a part of this fake shit. So with that being said, 19 years old, you know, that's grown. That's grown in this day and age. 21 years old, that's definitely grown. Those kids are grown. I think you should encourage them, because it's good to forgive. It's good to put shit behind you so you can move forward with life and know that you did the right thing. And it doesn't matter what their right thing is, but as long as you did the right thing for yourself, then I think they'll feel better about it in the end. And maybe in talking to grandma and having conversations with grandma, they can really get some closure on everything and walk away from that situation and feel better about it. But if you don't want to do it, if they don't want to do it, nothing you could do as a mom at this point. Nothing you could do as a mom at this point.
And when I was saying that I had like subjected myself so low to let him be a holiday daddy, this was like years of me asking him, help me, I'm trying to go to school, can you get them while I go to work? It wasn't just something that we just out the blue and it was just okay, be a holiday daddy. I was asking him, and then I just got like, okay, forget it. So it wasn't like I just made the decision just like that. But y'all are totally right, because I was just trying to, because I didn't want it to come back on their conscience. The lady reaching out to them, and because one of my babies said it, she said, Ma, I don't think because she got cancer and she telling us that. And I said, well, why if, I said, okay, if you really reaching out to them and you want to reach out to them and be genuine with them, why is you bringing up that you got cancer? You should just try to do it generally, because now you putting that cancer word in it, and knowing my daddy passed away from cancer, that's like making them be like a little soft spot, or is you trust? I don't know, but y'all absolutely right, and I felt that way too. But I just didn't want nothing like to happen to her, and she was reaching out to them, and then later on in life they may feel like, oh, she reached out to me or something like that. I don't know, but one of the twins said it. She like, Ma, I don't think that's right for her to be telling us that she got cancer and now she reaching out to us. The door has always been open. They always been able to contact me on my social media. My friends is friends with her daughter. Like, it's no excuse for you to say you couldn't get in contact with me.
Let me say this, and then we'll let you go. Just because people share the same bloodline, don't make them family. And I need you to really understand that. There are people in our lives that they're not the same color as us. They don't come from the same place as us, but they are every bit as much family as somebody that shares the same bloodline. So if your children don't view this woman, I mean, in name, she's their grandmother, but she ain't never been a grandmother to them. They don't know this woman is a stranger. So you gotta again, you're older, you're wiser, and you have more experience than your children. So yes, you can tell them all the reasons that they might want to reach out to her, to go see her. But you gotta look at it from their point of view. This woman ain't never been family to me. I barely know this woman. That's like a complete stranger hit me out of the clear blue sky that I used to know and tell me, yo, I'm on my way up out of here. I want to make amends with you. No way. Let them make the choice.
That's fact. Thank you, guys. Rich, I'm 39.
All right, Mom. Are you 39?
Okay, so hold on. I'm glad you said that. I'm so happy you said that.
Oh no.
Do you understand when you was your children's age, you was already a parent? Those kids is grown women. Don't force them kids to go and do something. When you was their age, you had them. Those are your kids, but they ain't kids.
That's fact.
You have a good night, girl.
How old is your baby daddy?
He like 44 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he 44.
So he's a pedophile.
Yep, in so many words. And a bum.
Them Chicago niggas like him young.
And he's scary too, but okay.
He ain't that. He wasn't that much older than her, Rich. He was 5 years older than her. He was
5 years older. She had the baby at 19.
At 17, he was definitely praying. I mean, but I was going too, so I ain't putting all the blame on him because it be
don't do that. Don't do that.
Fast.
But like we said, when you was them kids' age, when you was your children's age, you was already a mother 2 times over.
Fast.
All right, girl, you have a good night.
Fast.
Have a good night, guys.
We have a good callers tonight, man. You know, if y'all want to jump in the conversation, well, never mind. I don't want nobody else to jump in the conversation because we only got about 10, 15 minutes left. I got about 15 people in here, so. Chanel Envious. Sean, where do I know that name from?
Well, we know Chanel who be tearing you up every week. I don't know if it's the same Chanel, but I love when Chanel come in though. If it's the one from down south. Let good old Chanel in. Because she loves some rich dollars.
Chanel Envious. I just clicked on her. Is she coming in?
Nah, It might not. I don't. The Envious I don't recognize. I just know Chanel, my buddy. I like the way she deals with you.
Interesting. Sandra Martini. Miss Martini Chic. Miss Martini Chic. Nothing?
And for everybody, while we waiting for people to jump in, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. All of the past episodes from the last year are on our YouTube channel right now. It's the Official Boys Club. The Official Boys Club. Just type that in on YouTube. Put Rich Dollaz Show and Prez. It'll come right up. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
All right. Tamika Johnson. Tamika Johnson, are you in the room?
Nobody.
Nigga, what do I got? An allotment or something? DeJara Cole. DeJara Cole.
YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is the Official Boys Club. All of our past episodes. If you enjoy what we're doing and you're new to what we're doing and you want to go back to for the last year, go check out our YouTube channel. So many different conversations, so much good quality content. Please subscribe.
All right, man. Something going on with it.
You think it's your side?
I don't know. I don't know what it is because I'm adding them, and then when I go to put them out, it says that I still haven't invited them. So then I have to click on it twice. So I don't know.
You know something was crazy too, Rich? Even last week when I tried to jump in on the live, I couldn't get in on your joint. Remember I told you?
Yep.
I couldn't get in.
So I'm just gonna go down the list. There's 20 people here. I'm just gonna go down the list and click everybody. Whoever come in, boom. Cause we're running up on that magical dinner time anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, IG act. Rich, I keep telling you, we got to move this to YouTube, bro.
We do.
We have to.
We do. And if it means that we got to start over again, then I guess that we just got to start over again.
Yeah, we wouldn't be starting over again. Like we have to do this from YouTube. This is too bonkers on this side.
Like right now, for instance, I'm looking at in this room, it says invited. But when I cancel them, they don't go away. See, like
Okay,
now somebody popped in.
Hold on, we got somebody.
Who is this?
Oh, my girl Chanel.
Okay, so you need a tech person, Rich.
You need a what?
It's clearly in the you need a tech, IT tech.
You need a light. How about that, nigga?
One of these is for you. Hold on.
She said one of these is for you. She said one of these is for you.
Okay, Chanel, come on. We coming up on the end of the show, so make it good.
I know. I mean, y'all lost me when you couldn't get me in.
So
Oh,
before you start
man.
talking your gibberish, how long did it take you to get in the room tonight? Was it blocking you from coming in?
Well, the first time you clicked it, it just you said my name and it just the little circle thing didn't pop up. So I don't know. And then I went back out and I came back in and pushed the button again.
Okay.
So, but the request was already sent. So I don't know.
Okay.
So yeah, tonight where should I start? let's go back to the beginning. We
Oh God.
we had a conversation. I had a conversation in a group, and the parents is corrupting these children. They don't believe that you need to share. Like they don't make their kids share. So if the daddy buys something, oh well, his daddy bought that, so you ain't got to share with the other kids. Like that's a perpetuation of an upbringing. So right there, you have a foundation of selfishness that I ain't have to share. I wasn't taught to share, and what's mine is mine. So we have a foundation that's crumbled to begin with. So when we start from the beginning of how we raising our children, when we get to adults, we don't have as many issues about how to figure out and understand our partners and having boundaries and showing respect. But since from the beginning, because I'm about to be 40 on Monday. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, old man.
Thank you. Don't look it. But if we start from a found, like when my grandpa probably couldn't stand my grandma. But one thing he done, he stuck by her. You didn't hear them argue, you didn't hear them yell, you didn't hear none of that. They stuck it out till death. And we as people, I don't know if it's just the perpetuation of the technology brought in, the exposure that we have to everybody's lives, and and not necessarily their problems, and they can perpetuate this, oh, I have a good life on the internet, but behind closed doors he beating her ass, or he don't even sleep in the same room. Like, it's just so many things that's oblivious to people on an ongoing basis, and we just want to think about the good and not the work that you got to put into having the greatness. You know what I'm saying? So with that, the current situation we have, like, I introduced my friend to one of my other people's friends. They was like, we'll bring you one of your friends around. I'm like, all right. I'm like, but listen, she on self-healing. So don't bring nobody that don't have no good intentions to her. You know what I'm saying? Or we gonna have problems. So he's like, all right, cool. So come to find out, she already know about that person's household because one of her friends didn't deal with somebody over there. So it comes to find out it was that person that I was introducing her to. So she like, hey, you know my friend. And he's like, which one? Downplay it. Like, who the fuck I'm talking about, bruh. So he like, yeah, but I ain't never dealt with her. Now, I don't understand. When men get a door of truth, they jump out the window of lies. I just don't understand. When you get an opportunity to lead with the truth, just go with it. You might not get where you want to as fast because, now I gotta feel you out. But once you lie about a situation, it's a dead situation. So of course the nigga lie. Of course the girl comes back with receipts, So like, it's like, but sir, what was your point? I don't understand why
So the
men.
nigga was lying on his dick, is what you saying?
He was lying that he didn't fuck the bitch. Yeah. He was like, I
Okay.
ain't never
Before we even go forward, Chanel, where's this going, girl? Like I've been sitting here patiently trying to figure this out. Where are you going?
You played with me the last time, and Sean, you my favorite. So let's don't do that.
And you my favorite.
I know.
But you got to. Where's it going?
It'd be a lot of whatever. It'd be a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's levels. It don't be just simple like.
Okay, but you got to narrow this down.
So
this
I'm trying to understand again. When you have a door of truth, you can walk through and go. You can go. You can build. You can understand. Like, if she ain't care, it wasn't like she was like, oh, well, I ain't gonna deal with you. She just wanted, like y'all said, I just want to be aware so that I can be informed about what's going on. This is somebody that I know, and clearly she knows you. So why would you not allow someone to have the choice to choose what it is that they want to do? Like, I don't understand why they feel like they can lie to get into a position instead of just like, when I tell the truth, and you know what men get? They get upset. They get upset. You know what? I'm not really ready for a relationship. I don't know if, you're going to be who I could be in a relationship with. And they can't take that. They don't know how to receive honesty. So then you refer a motherfucker, try to lie. Lie to try. Just to lie and see if it'll work instead of being honest and see what can happen in the long run and just put forth the work and the effort.
Chanel, you going so far off on this motherfucking cliff, nigga. I don't even know if we can bring you back.
I know. It'd be a lot going on in my life. Oh, I got my restraining order though. Boo, boo. I know. I didn't have to bust no heads like you tried to get me to bust some heads and you bail me out.
I'll bail you out, my nigga.
Nah, I ain't going to jail. It wasn't a good time.
But see,
anyway,
let me explain something to you because it's 9:51. You went all the way off on that tangent and didn't have no motherfucking conclusion for none of them 50 stories.
Y'all supposed to give me the conclusion. Y'all the men. I don't understand. I don't understand when you can lead with the truth and go somewhere, you'll lie instead. Like somebody ain't gonna find out the truth.
Chanel.
Is that your question? I'm trying. Is that your question?
So the question is it inherently genetic because y'all have that Y chromosome and y'all off balance that y'all don't know how to stand firmly in truth and honesty and what you intentionally want? Because we gathered from him like he must have he got homeless vibes. You know what I'm saying? So more than likely he's just trying to, I think, just fit in where he can get in. Because, like, sir, you just told this woman that you love her and give her a key, but you just told this other lady that you didn't have any dealings with her. Ain't no woman gonna go crash out over no man she ain't dealing with.
Okay.
Not never.
Chanel. I don't even know where to answer this because I really don't know what the question is. But
okay. So the question
no,
is,
don't even try to figure. Don't because you confuse us more. We just gonna let this be a statement, and instead of a question.
Live your
How
truth.
about that? Huh?
Live your truth.
Live your truth. Lead with the truth.
Live your truth.
If a nigga gives
Lead
you the door,
if
a girl gives you the door, don't jump out the window. The
Thank
immortal words of Chanel envy us. See you next week, Chanel.
Happy birthday,
right.
Chanel.
Happy
Turn
birthday.
down the Aquarius gang. Who
Oh my God.
Yeah, Rich, see if we can get one more quick one. We can't end it on that. Chanel, I love you, but at some point,
I'm just gonna go down the list.
I got so lost in that.
I'm just gonna go down the list.
If it ain't meant to be, it ain't meant to be. We'll try. Again, for everybody who's just joining us, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Official Boys Club. We are on every single Wednesday, IG Live, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Please tell your friends. Okay, it ain't happening, Rich. Let's take it there, Chanel. We gonna end on a very confused note because of you, but I love you.
Hey, baby.
Oh my God.
What the devil?
All right.
I am back.
I guess you could close out. Tell everybody goodbye. See you next week.
No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that if a man really wants to be with you
already. You've been drinking that Ripple again, huh?
No. She had a taste. You could tell. She done had a taste since the last time she came.
First off, it's not going to be no goddamn Ripple. It's going to be some serious vodka.
You messing with that Thunderbird.
I'm thinking about you gotta, asses. Look.
You gotta.
No, y'all ain't doing it to me this week. Sean, with your shady ass. I'm not.
No, but we can tell you done had a taste since the last time you came on here. So don't think we don't know you got that old school Fifth or Thunderbird or something in a brown paper bag.
Ain't no damn Thunderbird. It ain't no Thunderbird, but I got
I know it's
old
old
stuff going
school.
on.
What you got?
Boom Farms. It's a rock.
That better not be no boom farm. All right, we out of here, Rich. Let's just,
Yo.
tell everybody good night.
I love you all. Thank you.
See you next Wednesday at
And
7:30 p.m.
Come back next Wednesday.
All right, Mom.
Bye-bye,
Bye,
my
guys.
girl Anita. Later. Okay, hold on. Let's close out properly. Yo, for everybody, we are on every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Time. This episode will be up tomorrow. If you're at work, you don't want your boss knowing that you are listening to a podcast, put your earpod in and go to Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, and you can hear this episode tomorrow. But if you want to watch us and see the episode, it will be on our YouTube channel, The Official Boys Club, and just punch that in. With Miss Anita. With Miss Anita. It'll be up there tomorrow. Peace and love, y'all. Rich, you got the last word, brother.
Everybody, see y'all next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We will not have Anita in the room, minus her ripple.
Yes, you will. I'll be there.
Later, y'all.